Is August 4th, and my co-anchor Aisha Howard is joining us this morning from Hope Hill Elementary School, which is right around the corner from the King Center, as students and teachers are getting ready for the first day of school. Aisha, we know you spoke to the principal not too long ago, and they're doing a really special back-to-school moment for students as they show up on this first day. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Jonathan. It is a red carpet welcome here for the elementary school students here at Hope Hill. This is actually the 8th year. The principal just shared it with me. A local family has been doing this for the last 8 years, making sure the students have an awesome, hyped up start to the school year. Taking a look here at the red carpet as the last few students get ready to trickle in as the bell sounded at 7:45. We have wonderful local organizations here welcoming the students, a local fraternity, and this has just been a great day for these students. Now, I got to tell you, not everybody liked all the fanfare and the bubbles and the music and the big intercom. You know, they had an announcer saying each student's name just to make sure they felt special. I think we have one little one here getting ready to come in, maybe a group of brothers getting ready to walk the red carpet here, but it just really sets the stage and gets them hyped up. Maybe, you know, they didn't get as much rest as they needed to last night, but they are definitely up and at 'em this morning. We're going to stay out here through 9 o'clock here on 11 Alive Plus, making sure that all the students get a little love as we get ready to start the school year. Parents making sure they got everything they need as well. We're going to send it over to meteorologist Chessie McNeil. We are live here from Hope Hill. Chessie, that weather impact alert still in place, but we got to drop the umbrellas, at least for the red carpet anyway.
Yeah, and you're not sweating, right? You're not sweating. That heat we had last week did a number on us. Now we're going back to school in the wet weather and the dreary looking weather. Boy, those kids like, man, this is a lot going back to school, right? You're looking at a red carpet. Very nice. You're looking at the weather impact alert lasting at least through Tuesday. Today and tomorrow we'll have rounds of additional rainfall. We had heavy rain yesterday and up to about maybe 2 to 4 inches over the weekend, right? So we're going to add more on to that. So that's going to cause, or at least could lead to, more flooding in our forecast areas. And so you got to be on the lookout, folks. The rain has been on the light side so far this morning, looking pretty good too. Some light clips of rainfall. You see over toward Athens, Elder, Loganville, down toward Conyers as well. Some moderate pockets just south of I-20 there. That will continue to slide further off to the north. Those areas have been growing. They started out very, very small, like a little speck, and now starting to see those grow a little bit. No lightning strikes associated with it. In fact, we haven't had much of the light rain in Atlanta or westward so far. Cobb County, for example, didn't see much of any light rain so far this morning, but you'll get in on it. Yep, as we head into the afternoon, that will start to become a little bit more widespread. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s starting off this morning. It's a bit of a cooler start than where we have been over the last month or so, right? We're down into the 60s just about everywhere you look. In fact, our cool spot is Canton right now at 62 degrees. Everywhere else in the mid to low 70s, or 60s rather. We'll see temperatures get up to around 70 degrees for this afternoon. We're going to hold on to this cloud cover. We got the wedge in place thanks to our winds coming in out of the east, northeast, and so that's going to stay in place as well. So those temperatures will remain down into the low 70s for today's highs. Notice that rain starts to slide from the south up to the north and will intensify a bit. You see all that orange in there, some of that red in there. That's some heavier rounds of rain that's going to push through. Again, that will be off and on as we head through the afternoon. You may hear a clap of thunder or two, but that's not really the concern. The concern really is going to be all this rain and where it goes. Starts to swell the banks and streams, and rivers in our area, so that's going to lead to some slow flooding as well. Not only for tonight, but even as we head into tomorrow as well, we're looking at pretty much the same. Temperature-wise, we're going to be at 66 by noon, on our way to 71 degrees for the afternoon high temperature for today. And again, that continues for tomorrow as well. We're looking at 75 degrees for the high temperature on Tuesday, then back to the 80s as we get some sunshine poking through those clouds starting on Wednesday, and we'll hold on to that for the rest of the work week. Time now for a check on the roads. Here's Rachel.
Thank you so much, Cheslie. A major crash involving several vehicles. I count 7 or 8 of them on I-85 southbound past Georgia 400. So got a couple of those left lanes blocked there. And look at this just group of vehicles, all with various stages of damage, front end damage to this sedan, a group of 5 vehicles all smashed together. Police on scene, a Hero vehicle. It's a mess out there. And as Doug has said several times, the rain is the main culprit for why these crashes are happening. Several miles of speeds dropping into the single digits in I-85 southbound. So make sure you're getting out the door early. Buford Highway, a good option. Also, Georgia 400 southbound had been clearing. This is just before 85, but a fire truck now on scene, partially blocking this right lane here. Also, police off the left shoulder, and we're still seeing a few miles of heavy southbound slowdowns on Georgia 400, merging with those usual slowdowns. C.H. James Parkway, good news. That left lane is open eastbound past Richard D. Saylor's Parkway after the whole road had been closed for a long time. Still, though, seeing really heavy slowdowns. Highway 92 is a good alternate. All right, let's go out live now to Doug Turnbull. Doug, folks down south in Clayton County, they're getting the mess, too.
No doubt, for sure. 75 has just been a mess all morning long, as you said, Rachel. And it's not just that it's rained, it's also that it's light rain. So people have their guard down. If it was pouring rain, they'd slow down, but it's easier to spin out here. So take a look at this newest crash. And now the fire department's blocking the left lane with it at Forest Park on 75 North, right before exit 237 Forest Parkway. And you can see here with the delays as we look at the graphics that 75 is on and off the brakes out of Morrow. 675 North is not the best alternate anymore, so you might want to use 1941. Highway 54 Jonesboro Road is other ways to get up toward I-285 here. Jonathan?
Doug, thank you so much. Well, students all around Metro Atlanta are heading back to class today for the start of a brand new school year. Good luck to everyone. Let's get out to Dan Kennedy. He is live this morning at DeKalb School of the Arts. So, Dan, we know Cobb County, where our 7 to Chaynock was earlier, maybe the second largest district in Georgia. But where you are in DeKalb County, they put up some pretty impressive numbers as well.
How about it? 92,000 students district-wide. Here at DeKalb School of the Arts, though, 315 students arriving right now for the first day of school, and that is Principal Dr. Keith Jones greeting everybody as they arrive, helping direct traffic. And the last few are arriving right now because that first bell rings in just about 4 minutes. I tell you that this year in DeKalb County, district leaders say they are entering day one with fewer staffing shortages than years past. We talked to the superintendent last week on The Take. He told us that just 2 years ago, the district here was facing a massive teacher shortage, but this morning we could tell you the number down to just 9 vacancies out of more than 6,000 teaching positions.
We have only 24 teacher vacancies going into this school year. That is remarkable. I came here 2 years ago, there were 650 teacher vacancies. Like, I can't even begin to express how critical that is. So we're doing something to be able to track the talent that we're bringing in.
All right, so just 9 teacher vacancies right now, 0 bus driver and 0 custodian vacancies. As I mentioned, that bell ringing in just about 3 minutes. Dr. Jones are ready for a great year. He is ready to get things going here in just a few minutes. Jonathan, I can tell you that they also have a weapons detection system as soon as those students walk through the door here. So they said safety is a top priority for them here. In fact, all DeKalb County schools have this Evolve weapons detection system in their middle and high schools, as we're seeing here as well. Jonathan, 2 minutes until that bell. Tell me, would you have been one of the late stragglers, or would you have been here early? I know which one I'd be.
I think I was one of those on-time guys. I wasn't really late, wasn't really early.
Okay.
But I enjoyed school, so I always look forward to the first day. How about you?
Yeah, I was always punctual. Maybe not, very early, but we're not arriving after the bell either.
I can see that. Hey, that's something we have in common, Dan. I appreciate it. Good to see you this morning. Thank you so much.